Hey guys, I was on Facebook the other day and I said I would do a video on some of the equipment I use and why I use it. It's real simple. I just kind of want to go over the setup, and there's a lot of new people, so I've been doing this for about 13 years under a lot of instruction from John Eberhart on how to set up with a saddle and how to use it, and I've killed lots of deer out of it. So I just kind of want to go over the setup. You can see how this tree has kind of a lean to it going this way. So if at all possible, you're going to want to be on the uphill side of the tree, which would be right here, and hanging this way essentially, because if you're down here, that tree's going to be leaning out, and your tether's going to be over your head, and you're going to kind of put more weight on your hips than necessary, causing a lot of that hip pinch. I prefer the ring of steps over everything else because it helps me walk around the tree. I can change positions. I never ever have to take a weak side shot. That's something I've been hearing about. A lot of guys saying, well, how do you take a weak side shot? You'll never have to take a weak side shot with this, and I'll explain how and why. So I've got two sets of steps here. At the tops are the Cranfords. They're metal. They lock on. I mean, they're rock solid. I have this on with a ratchet strap. The bottoms are the Bowman again. These are rock solid. I mean, they're not going anywhere. A little bit of play there, but that's about it. So I'm going to show you off the Bowman how I use them. And then I'll step up to the Cranford so you can kind of see the difference. The Bowman are more quiet. They're plastic. I'm going to coat these Cranfords with some stealth strips to try to quiet them down a little bit while I'm walking. They're a little heavier than the Bowmans, but either way, you really can't go wrong. I use gear hangers. There's 4 hooks, and I'll explain to you why up there. As I'm moving around the tree, I can hang my bow in different spots on that tree when I'm positioning myself for a shot. With the steps, I can also move to the off side of the tree and completely hug that tree, and if a deer is coming by or whatnot, you know, you can totally hide from it. It'll walk by that you don't want to shoot. Deer you don't want to shoot will walk by and, you know, never even know you're there. So another thing that I use, I don't use a normal saddle. I use a Anderson sling. I had a bridge sewn into this with a box stitch. That was professionally done, and then I actually sewed in the lineman's loops, and works pretty good. I really like it a lot. It's simple, it's extremely light, it's very comfortable. So I'll just go ahead and show you how I set up in the tree. I'll just pull this tight, and again, you know, this is my lineman loops. That's how I climb the tree with it. So basically, hooked in, and then I'm going to essentially loosen this up, let it hang down a little bit, pull my rope up to where I need it, and just kind of sit back and get myself comfortable. With the Anderson, I can expand this seat and so it kind of cradles my bottom there, so that's pretty comfortable right there. Down a little bit. I just want to get myself comfortable in the tree. So that feels pretty good right there. So the gear hanger again, you know, I got my bow hanging here, and I can grab that. If I have, the reason I like the ring of steps is that if I have a deer over here, I can just kind of slowly, quietly walk around this tree and hide. The deer will never know I'm there. Other side of the tree, as I'm walking around, again, you can hide behind the tree. The deer's never going to know you're there. I've had instances where I try to set up to where I think the deer are going to come from here or in this vicinity so that they don't see me. Okay, they have no idea I'm even here. I've had instances where I can step over here, grab my bow, and then kind of, and bang. I'm out from behind that tree. Deer never knows I'm there. I've got an arrow in him before he even sees me. So, so the weak side shot, that's a big thing with a lot of people. Ring of steps, you simply never have to take it. You can grab your bow here and be ready, and as you're walking around the tree this way, if you've got a deer on this side, you just move over to here, get yourself stable, and you're taking that shot. That's no longer a weak side shot, and you can do that as you walk around the tree the entire way. And you've got a total 360 shot here, and you can just keep walking around the tree. And now I'm here. Okay, so it's just that easy. that is why I prefer a ring of steps over any platform. And I'm not saying platforms are a bad thing. They're great for the guys that like them, but I can camp out here all day long. I have no issues with my hips in this sling. This sling rides below, I can get it to ride below my hip bones and just sit in it. And this sling will actually mold to my bottom. And like I said, I pull this side up and split it. There's a lot of times I'll kind of hang out like this. You know, my bow hanging here. Switching positions, real easy. If I feel like, okay, I've got a lot of activity over here, I was wrong with my setup, that's why I have these hooks here. So I can take myself and shift around this tree here, hang my bow here now, and I can take my tether and move it completely around the tree. And now I'm totally on the opposite side. Just that easy, right? And again, I'm on the downhill side of the tree now, which isn't horribly uncomfortable, but I can definitely feel it here. I can sit here for a good few hours if I really have to, but the upside of the tree is a lot more comfortable. Okay, so that's why I have 4 hangers around my tree. That's why I like the ring of steps, why I like the Anderson sling. I'm going to reposition it. I'm going to come back over here and get up on these Cranfords. Another thing I really like is this distal hitch knot, and then I have a ring here, and all I need to do is one hand pull up and I'm good. It's a $3 ropeman. It's just that easy. You know, ropeman's are $50, and I choose this method. I can lower it if I have to, raise it up and down. So what I'm going to do now is I'll get this up, and I'm going to get up on the Cranfords. I'll get this pulled up here. I like the tether right about head height. That gives me basically a perfect setting, you know, for the saddle and where I'm at. So the Cranfords, if you can see, these suckers are, I can swing around the tree all day with these things. They're rock solid. If you look at them, they move a little bit up on the top. If I take all my pressure, that top peels away just a bit, but it's not enough to really even notice. So, you know, that's basically what I use, why I use it, why I prefer the ring of steps over a platform, and you know, I'll continue to use them because it's just what I've been using for, you know, 12, 13 years at this point. But what I'll do is I'll step down, just kind of zoom in over here, and you can look at the little bit of movement in the step. So and that's not really, it's not enough for me to even know it's there. So what I can do now is I'll just I'll step down to my bowman, and I'll do the same thing. And again, these are like rocks, and just a little bit of play there, but get that about right again. And so that's it, guys. That's pretty much why I use what I use. And when you're using a platform, in my opinion, it really just takes away from the versatility of the saddle. Not to say there's anything wrong with platforms. Again, I've used them. They're great. They're probably more comfortable for some of the newer guys, or even the guys that have been hunting for a while, you know, out of a saddle. But this is why I use my ring of steps. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, if you need any help with anything, I'd be more than happy to help anybody. And if anybody wants to see another video of anything, just let me know. Thanks.